What's up, my fellow speedsters? It's Lord Speed, Straw Speed Force, and today I'm back with another video. It's been a while since I've recorded a video. I think the last video I uploaded for you guys was my collector's edition of the Avengers unboxing, the collector's edition. That game that came out, I think, like 2020. And a video I recorded before then was my first video of this year, I believe, which was called The Year of Conclusion. In said video, I was basically saying how I wanted to be more consistent this year, how I wanted to upload, stream more for you guys, and get to certain things. Obviously, we're in June now. For me, as of right now, it is June 2nd. I graduate high school in 2 days, and I have barely uploaded anything for you guys. On the streaming side of the channel, I did start Resident Evil 1. I haven't really gotten that far into that game yet because I only did one stream. But I did get around to finishing a game called Resident Evil 0. You can go check that on the streaming side of the channel. So I am happy with what I did somewhat on that part. But again, one thing I always say is that growing up, I watched YouTubers like RDC, Corey S. Kenshin, Emergency Awesome, Swagkage, Seth the Programmer, Belize, and so many more. And I didn't watch streaming growing up. I know streaming is a very big thing as of now with YouTubers like Kai Cenat, I'm Dante, all of AMP, all of those FaZe guys. But the thing is, I love streaming. It lets me get to games a little bit faster. It lets me slow down and finally actually explore the game with not having the time limit of a recording session. But I still love the traditional YouTube editing, recording style whenever I'm able to get to it. And I was talking to one of my friends that I met through work, and we were just talking a little bit about, because he brought up how I had a YouTube channel, because, I shared it with him. And one thing I realized about myself is over, me doing freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year, is that I do not like making videos while I'm occupied with other things. That's why, even though I really want to be consistent for you guys, whenever I have something else in my mind, such as, oh, I have to turn in this schoolwork, I have to do this project, I have to do homework, I have to study, I just strains me, and it makes me not want to do the things that I actually want to do for you guys, such as the recording of a traditional playthrough or editing said traditional playthrough. But like I just said, summer has officially started for me. My last day of school was actually May 30th, but for some reason my school was a little bummy, and they made it where we still have to come back for certain things. Two of those things were the math and English finals. When it did that, I did fine. I literally could have got a 0 on both of them and still passed. So, another thing that they made us come back for is for some reason pick up our cap and gown and our tickets to the graduation. That's another stupid thing. I literally could have just got them May 30th when I was still at the school. And something else I have to come back for is 2 days of the senior graduation practice. But again, with actual academic days, the 30th was my last day, and even then the 30th was kind of more of a day where the seniors just had control of the second floor of the building, and they just basically did whatever they wanted until 2:30. I have a job, so I'm in a program where I leave school early, so I was not indulging in those youngster activities for that long. Even then, when I was there, I was literally just working on a math packet related to my math final. But all that out of the way is, my point is to say, is that last year I made a video basically saying how I wanted to be super consistent for you guys over the summer, and something that really got in the way of that is it was my junior year summer into senior year, and I didn't quite know what I wanted to be or do yet, and to be honest, I still don't. I've said in many videos, I think I've talked about it on stream before, and even probably in the Year of Conclusion video, it is so strange to do the same thing for 13 years straight, and one day you're supposed to decide, this is what I'm going to do until I retire, until I'm my grandparents' age. and I still don't quite know what I want to do for that. There was a point in time where, you know, I had a third grade teacher that really, really made my days like really good. Nothing weird, of course. She was just a really nice person, and that kind of made me feel as though like, because I was going through a hard time through like a lot of elementary school, and a little bit before then too. So when you go into a building and there's an adult in your life, besides your parents, because again, my parents love me, it made me feel as though that maybe I could be a teacher. Maybe I can help people throughout, you know, their childhood, and then give them something else besides just an education. And eventually that moved on to, I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to defend people. I wanted to give people a chance, give people a voice that maybe weren't as well represented. And that was more so like 5th grade going into middle school. And then in 2019, I finally got permission to do YouTube, and that's when I was doing mobile videos before I had a PS4. Eventually I got the PS4 and started using Share Factory. Eventually the PS4 stopped working. I did the PS5, and then now we're here where we are now, where I'm on the PS5 Pro, and I'm still attempting to make content for you guys. So my dream right now is this YouTube thing works out for me, and I'm able to just kind of show people what I want to do, like such as gaming, reacting, all that kind of stuff. Just show people, entertain people while I show them what I like, because gaming has always been an outlet for me. Whenever I was too stressed out, whenever I didn't want to worry or think about anything else, when I just wanted to tune the world out. And it's always been that way, even since I was a little kid. Back in the city I grew up in, didn't really grow up there. I was kind of just born there, and then really early on I moved to where I am now. But that being said, the only commitment that I have this summer is work. The way that my mom raised me, I always, growing up, I always saw both parents working. I never had a parent that was collecting money from another person, collecting money from the government. I always saw the adults in my life working for everything that they had. And even though I really want to do YouTube, that's the reason why I never quit my job to try and pursue this full time. And that's the reason why, even when I didn't care about school, I still slightly did, because I know that the way our society's built, you're kind of looked down upon if you don't really have a proper education. So there was a point in time, like the last half of 7th grade and 8th grade, where I stopped caring about school, and I would have failed if it wasn't the pandemic. But 9th, 10th, 11th, senior year somewhat, and even grades before 7th grade, I highly cared about the things that you're expected to do. So unfortunately, my job, I moved up as well, is not going to be going out the window. But I do not have another school year to be worrying about. I am going to community college in August. But last year, like I was saying, I didn't know what I wanted to be. I literally went down to the Marine place. I think I've mentioned this before. And I thought I was going to do that. And for like a month or two, I feel like that entire summer, I was highly stressed out. Like I actually started getting anxiety. And that's not the first time I dealt with anxiety in my life. So I realized that if I'm having anxiety, if I'm having like these intrusive second thoughts, then maybe this isn't the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. And I changed my mind. And again, I'm in a point in time where I'm about to graduate. I'm about to go to college, and I still don't quite know what I'm going for. I still don't quite know what I'm supposed to do. But besides all the life stuff and all that Lord Speed background speedster lore, my summer should be free. I am a supervisor now at the job that I've been working at for the last going on 3 years. So they kind of do depend on me, and similar to last summer, I'm probably going to be pushing 40 hours every week, but I still want to slot in a time for everybody that's subscribed to me on YouTube. And I still, even when people don't watch the videos or people don't watch the streams, I still like putting myself out there because I enjoy these games. I can't tell you how much fun I had finally getting around to Resident Evil 0, how much joy I had beating all of Arkham City during my Christmas break, or playing the one-off horror games like the Poppy Playtime which some of my favorite YouTubers like Berleezy and Corey are also playing. And I just love having the opportunity that I have, you know, enough money to get this set up, get the different things like the collectibles, and that I have hardworking parents that, you know, have a home where I can spend my money in and not have to worry about like, is something behind. So I'm highly grateful to that. I just want to let you guys know, no cooking video like last year. This is going to be it. This is just a little yap session. I don't ever do scripts. This is just off the dome. I'm highly appreciative. I'm highly grateful for all of you. I do apologize, but I hope you guys can understand that right now I'm kind of like a misguided person, and I just live life day by day. I'm the type of person, when I look too far into the future, it stresses me out, and that's always been me. And that was something that was hard for me to admit to when I first started this channel, and when I first had to restart and make the one that you're looking at right now. But yeah, I'm gonna live this day by day. A goal of mine is to do an 100-day streak this summer. Back in 2019, I've mentioned this before too, Corey did a 100-day streak when I was in 6th grade, and that was one of the best, that was a highlight of my life. And that's actually crazy that a singular person uploading on YouTube, uploading 100 consecutive videos in a row, is a highlight of my life when it comes to entertainment. So I'm not exactly comparing myself to him or saying that I'm like that for someone else, but I feel like my YouTube journey would be fulfilled if I was able to do that at least once. And I'm hoping that the summer of 2025 can be that thing for me. Before I head out, things that I hope to get to during this said 100-day streak on uploading and streaming would be to at least finish Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 was one of my favorite playthroughs that Corey S. Kenshin has ever done. I really liked watching that game. I remember staying up close to midnight waiting for him to upload during the 100-day streak, just waiting for Resident Evil 2. So I can't wait to stream that game and eventually clip it into a main playthrough on the main part of the channel. Another thing I want to do is, I think around last year sometime, I basically made a video complaining to Sony that I cannot use my face cam for some reason while streaming Detroit Become Human. Obviously they're not going to listen to a smaller YouTuber like me, someone that doesn't make money, someone that doesn't give them numbers. But we work around that. Instead of complaining or hoping that they change something, we just, again, like I said, work around it and make our own path. So I'm just going to do a traditional playthrough on Detroit Become Human this summer. And speaking about traditional playthroughs, there is games that I recorded back in sophomore and junior year that I never got around to uploading due to my own issues and consistency.
Oh, ho, brother, ho, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
So games like that would be Spider-Man PS4, Mortal Kombat 11, and Outlast 1. So those are 3 games, right? And also I want to finish God of War 3. Those are 4 games that I've recorded for you guys, basically fully, that I never got around to uploading around the time that I actually recorded them. And I do want to finally get them out. Again, I said this before too. I want to respect myself and the time that I put into those videos. So I don't want to just delete them and make it where all of that time that I spent recording them and playing those games were a waste. So I still want to get them out to you guys, and I hope you guys don't mind. I think relatively I had the same kind of humor, and I look relatively the same. It's just the thing is that I'm a little older, and obviously while I'm editing them, I'm going to be done with school. While the guy in the video, aka Past Lord Speed, is still in sophomore year, probably in cyber, and then for the ones that recorded in junior year, I was literally just starting out at public school once again after the pandemic. So, yeah, I also want to bring back Late Nights of Speed. But that's going to be it. I don't want to give you guys hopes up too high. This is the first video of the 100-day streak. I'm going to be updating the descriptions to basically add things such as my official Lord Speed Instagram, my link tree that will also have things such as the Cash App, maybe the Patreon. If you guys ever do donate to any said things, all money that I make off of the internet will be put back into the channel, such as higher setups, maybe a PC in the future, and other things like maybe editing software. But we'll see. We'll get to those. We'll cross those bridges when we get there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, it was just me yapping. I hope you guys are excited for the future of this channel potentially. Literally, if you don't see a video from me tomorrow, like the second video in this 100-day streak, you could just literally unsubscribe and just forget about me. Because that literally, like, if I don't do it tomorrow, that means I'm never going to do it. And that's just as blatantly as I could put it. Like, literally, if I don't do what I need to do now, I can't just keep pushing this off. Year conclusion, guys. Again, year conclusion doesn't mean this is the last year I'm doing it. It just means that this is the year where I want to get things out to you guys and move on to a new chapter where I don't have pre-recorded videos in my library to upload for you guys, or I have to keep making videos like this reminding you that I'm still alive and that I'm still interested in YouTube. But again, I love all you guys. You're not just a number to me. I'm highly appreciative of everything. I'm highly grateful for any amount of support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.